Chuck Norris could beat up John Wick.
Bullshit.
So
I don't know. Chuck Norris was a bad dude, man.
Chuck Norris was a bad dude.
Kind of like Corn Pop.
Yeah, so
Debatable.
yeah, it is. I don't know. I think John Wick would win that fight.
Oh, hell yeah. John Wick's my guy, bro.
I think he's every guy's guy.
It's my spirit animal.
Like John Wick, outside of it being Keanu Reeves, the character John Wick has more of an appeal to men than Ryan Reynolds does.
It's the only thing Hollywood is good at.
And Ryan Reynolds is an incredibly handsome man.
Yeah, he's a badass, dude.
He is. He's good.
I like old Ryan Reynolds.
We'll talk movies for a little bit and see where that goes. You know, John Wick came out today or yesterday. Yeah, yesterday.
Yep, chapter 4.
Yeah, chapter 4 did.
Dude,
I haven't watched it yet. Want to watch it? Like,
yeah, me
literally
too.
right now.
Yeah. I've seen 1, 2, and 3, and I gotta say, man, a guy whose quest has lasted 4 chapters of severely kicking ass over the loss of his dog.
Also getting his ass kicked.
Yeah, for sure. I love that this all started because they killed his dog
and stole his car.
Yeah. But I mean,
the dog was more important, I think.
Yeah, the dog was. Oh yeah, because the dog represented his wife. His wife sent him the dog in the beginning of the story, and it was his, as he says, his little semblance of peace and some relatable something to cherish.
It was his. It was his bit of let go.
Yes,
he could finally be at peace.
Yeah,
and they took it from him.
Yeah,
and I love that story arc, dude.
Yeah,
because man, if you go back and you watch 3 of these 4 movies, and you're just like, the absolute progression is amazing.
Yeah,
I think that the story was really well done.
Me too. Yeah.
I think that the action was way over well done. Like it was so good that it created an entire culture.
Yeah, I think it was the most well done gun movie and action. You know, they gave it its own name. It's called Gun Fu.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a mixture between kung fu and gun movies,
but integrating firearms and a fighting style.
Yeah,
into your action scenes is amazing. It was smart. It was brilliant. It was exciting.
Yeah,
like it was like, oh shit,
yeah,
this motherfucker just punched him with the barrel of the gun and then shot him in the head twice.
And you know,
I was like, that's amazing. I don't know if you can say that shit, but like. We're talking about a movie here. That shit was awesome.
Yeah, it was.
It was very cool the way they made this entire fantasy look,
reality,
feel, the emotion you got from it. You know, it was exciting.
They made it reality. It was, and you know, we're gun guys.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and when you know. So when you see Mel Gibson and you see Liam Neeson or Will Smith or whoever it is hold a gun, I can tell you right off bat if someone knows what they're doing or not in a movie.
I'm going to stop you there.
Okay.
Will Smith absolutely knows how to shoot.
Yeah, now.
No. He knew back then.
Back then.
Bad Boys.
Okay, maybe you're right. Maybe I
doing Bad Boys taught him more.
No. You know who it was? It was Martin. And it was in the movie National Security.
Yes. He's not a shooter.
No.
Not at all.
No.
Will Smith, however, during the filming
I think I was
Bad
confusing
Boys,
Bad Boys.
During the filming of Bad Boys, one of the...
Yeah,
I don't know if it was the armor or whatever, damn near pointed the gun at him. He was like, nah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Will Smith knows guns.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what's made him successful in his last few movies. Because of the way they are.
And, you know, we've talked about Taran Butler, know, in the horrible politics and the hypocrisy that exists in that.
In the state and inside his gates.
Yeah, for sure. But I do got to say, as far as Hollywood goes, dude, he's corrected Hollywood because he's trained Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
He's everybody. If you see a gun movie, John Wick, if you see a gun movie and you're a gun guy and you're like, holy shit, this dude knows.
The Terminal List.
Exactly. Dude, Terminal List. Amazing. Love that.
Yeah.
Love that.
You can actually buy that 43X from Taran Tactical.
Right.
Tactical.
Yep. All the Combat Masters, but the Combat Master, it's a cool gun, but I think
the Terminalist did not use Combat Masters.
No, he didn't. No. And that's why I was saying, like, Jamie Foxx in The Day Shift. Combat Master. Yeah, Combat Master. I love it. It's a cool gun.
I don't think it's worth the money.
It's Taran Butler's competition gun, right? But
yeah,
I've
never been able to, like, I cannot justify or explain a $4,000, $5,000 pistol.
Right.
Doesn't make sense to me.
But I think Taran Butler, what he did bring to the table that I appreciate wholeheartedly is making these movies real in my head.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when I watch John Wick, even if Keanu, well, I gotta say, I was gonna say even if he doesn't know how to shoot, but that's the whole point of training with Taran, right? Is that once you leave there, you know how to shoot.
Mm-hmm.
He's not shooting blanks. He's out on the range training.
Yeah.
He's shooting like I go shooting, like you go shooting.
Sure.
Like this dude knows how to shoot. He knows how to hold a gun. He knows how to work a gun. And that translates to the realism in these movies. So when I go back and I watch, what's the Liam Neeson movie that?
Taken.
Yeah, Taken. When I go back and I watch that and I see all these guys and I'm like.
3 movies. At some point, you have to realize as the character, you're the fucking problem.
Yeah, exactly.
You have 3 Taken. That should have been 1 movie.
Yes.
1 exciting movie. And the first one was really good.
Yeah.
The second and third one should have never happened.
Yeah, exactly.
You're a shitty father.
Yeah.
You are a shitty father. Oh my God.
Oh, dude. Amazing.
But yeah, no, I get what you're saying.
You get what I'm saying?
Because he doesn't handle firearms.
Before I was really a gun dude, I would look at that movie and see it for what it was.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's like your subconscious, I don't care what movie you're watching. You see a guy hold a gun wrong and you're like,
you're fucking up.
Yeah, this ain't real.
You're an idiot.
You just broke it's almost like breaking the third wall, you know?
Yeah.
You're just like, you fucked it up for me now.
Yeah.
And then I see John Wick and I'm like, dude, best gun movie I've ever watched in my life. That's why there's 4 of them.
Yeah,
because there's so many people like me and you who were like, oh my God.
Yeah. I think the old guard.
Yeah.
The old guard gets
amazing.
Like it's right there with John Wick.
Yep.
Same thing with The Tomorrow War with Chris Pratt.
Oh, dude, Tomorrow War was awesome.
That's a fantastic movie.
Yep.
It was so good.
It was.
I would love to see another. I don't know that you can do another one of those.
Chris Pratt is my guy, too.
Chris Pratt's legit.
Yeah.
He's cool. He's cool as shit.
I actually what was the cowboy movie he was in? What was that movie?
Oh, the Magnificent Seven.
Yeah, Magnificent Seven.
That's him and Denzel, bro.
Just watched it for the first time with my wife.
Really? You should have called me.
Insane.
You should have called me. I have it.
Yeah, well,
I've had it for like 6 months.
We watched it.
Maybe a year.
I think it was on Prime or something like that. Okay. But oh my God, dude, amazing. And
I'm gonna give you my Voodoo login.
Okay. And your Daily Wire login.
I give you all my logins, man.
Yeah. But no, man, I think that was something that Taran Butler really brought to the table that made my life better because I enjoy the shit out of watching Chris Pratt, John Wick, you know. Well, I say John Wick, but Keanu Reeves, Michael B. Jordan, just everybody take it seriously. Take it seriously. If you're going to do a movie like this, why not? You've got guys like Taran who can teach you the real in and out of gun usage, gun safety. Mm-hmm. Like those things get overlooked so much in movies. And then when you become a gun guy, you kind of start to see those subconsciously. You could be totally into the movie and it just breaks for you.
It does.
You're like, son of a bitch. This guy doesn't know how am I supposed to believe that you're the badass that they're trying to make me believe you are when you're gripping the gun that way, man?
Danny Glover in Predator 2.
Yeah.
Shooting an M92, like a Beretta M92 for, I don't know, seemingly a half a fucking hour.
Yeah, that's another thing that needs to be more realistic is your reloads, your
I think people have come to love that stuff based on John Wick because you get to see the full out action of it, right?
Right.
You get to see the slide cock back. You get to see him drop that mag, fling it out for whatever pretty little stunt that is. That's fun, right? It's fun to watch.
Do the awesome one-handed reload.
Yes.
Check the chamber thing, and
all of that stuff is just style.
Mm-hmm.
As far as being practical, who am I to say that it is or isn't?
Well, look,
I'm just a recreational shooter.
Yeah,
I'm not a professional. I was no military.
No,
I wasn't ranger. Wasn't any of that shit. I didn't go out and operate.
No,
but I can shoot.
Yeah, and when we went to the range, I think we tried to train to a high degree.
I think we do.
Yeah.
I mean, when we did, we haven't been in so long. It's fucking
kind of insane.
Thank you, COVID.
What I was gonna say though is like, yeah, thanks COVID. Yeah, it fucked the world up. Ammo costs $1 or $5 a round, and everything went to shit.
Yeah.
Anyways, National Security with Martin, right?
That was a shit show movie, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's funny. I like the movie for what it is, but I can't help but to look at the movie. I see Martin, he's got this Glock 19. He's got this Glock 19 that he calls Junior, right?
Yeah.
And it's this like awesome Glock 19. He's got a 30-round mag in it. Dude dumps this 30-round mag for like, I don't know, half an hour, and then he reloads, and I'm like, dude, that's what kills us. And not only that, that's what also makes these lefties go, oh my God.
Shouldn't be allowed to have that.
You shouldn't be allowed to have it. Listen.
This guy shouldn't be shooting for a half an hour.
Yeah, a 30-round mag and a Glock on full auto. This was a full auto Glock.
Mm-hmm.
That's about a second.
That quick.
Yeah.
It's gone.
Done.
Yep.
Right? And the people firing back at him, they were using like Mac 11s or Uzis. These are also 9mm handguns with 30-round mags.
Yep.
And dude, it was firing back and forth for 15, 20 minutes before he reloaded, I would say like 5 minutes of shooting. And I'm like, what? He would have had to have 17 spare mags on him.
Do you know the weight that is?
I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, dude, and that's what kills movies. And it's also what makes the dog. That's also what makes movies just, if you're not a gun person and you don't know, why would you believe anything different, right? You see the movie and you're like,
well, that's reality.
Yeah, that's reality.
And it's insane for anybody to think that, because
even full auto ARs.
Yeah.
Dude, they last like a second and a half.
That's like me watching Harry Potter and go, that's reality.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on.
It's not reality. Even in the Magnificent Seven, the woman in the movie, she's firing a rifle and there's zero recoil. Zero.
I know. I saw that.
Zero. You saw it.
I saw that.
And that's what I mean.
Yeah.
The movie is awesome. I love it. But those things you pick up on.
It was an old Henry 22 is what it was.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Right. You pick up on when you're a gun guy. Mm-hmm. You can't help it. You see it.
You can't. You see that stuff all the time and you're like, what a horse shit.
But people.
And it almost makes you want to turn the movie off.
People. Exactly. Mm-hmm. You start to. It becomes less believable, and you're just like, oh, I'm watching a movie. I want to be enthralled.
I've never been in the military, but I love watching like war movies. Like I love World War II history. I love military history as a whole, right?
Yeah, me too.
So I love watching these movies. And the one thing that I can say about majority of them,
yeah,
is that they're pretty true to life.
Yeah.
When it comes down to it. Like when you 13 Hours, probably one of my favorite fucking movies.
Yeah.
That, by the way, was a goddamn atrocity. Fuck you, Hillary Clinton.
Yeah. Hillary Clinton sucks. So does Obama. And so does Biden.
Yeah. Watching those movies, like there's a realism to them, right? Then you go back and you watch Lethal Weapon.
Yeah.
And it's a half an hour shootout.
Yeah.
With the Beretta M92. And you're like, what?
That doesn't work that way.
All the while, the cop's the one with the Beretta M92, and the bad guys all have MP5s. Full auto.
Yeah.
And you're like, wait a second. Listen, in the reality of this, Beretta M92 versus 5 guys with MP5s on full auto,
right?
That gunfight is over in 3 seconds. That cop is gone.
Right.
Right? That's reality, right?
Yeah, that's reality.
I need more of that in movies.
Right.
And I know that sounds really shitty to say because like
you need more of what? Reality?
Yeah, in that sense, right?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I want a more realistic like worldview in them, right?
Yeah, me too.
Not the reality in them.
No, but I think that's why we like things like John Wick is
Yes.
because it does introduce, and it's funny to say that because John Wick is so like
Fantasy?
yes.
Oh, dude,
like,
come on. You got the Continental and, and this high table and there's this whole elite like assassin.
Yeah.
How many fucking assassins did he come across in 3?
Yeah.
Like, holy shit.
Exactly.
Are there really that many?
This is like such a fantasy movie with such a degree.
Look at the end of 2, right? The end of 2.
Okay.
Where he shoots Santino in the head in the Continental, and then Winston meets him in the yard, in that courtyard, and everybody stops, and I'm going,
yep. And what
are there really that many?
Yeah, exactly.
That's a fucking scary thought.
Exactly. It's such over the top fantasy.
Yes, and it's beautiful. I love that.
And the thing is,
also that's also the movie that made me really want a Malinois.
Oh yeah.
I don't know that I have like I would pay the money.
Yeah.
But it's an exorbitant amount
to
have it trained, and I don't get it for 2 years.
Right.
It's like, so I'm getting a full outgrown dog.
Yeah.
Like I'd rather raise it with my kids.
Yeah,
but
same.
That's why I want an Irish Wolfhound.
Oh, nice.
A big dog.
Okay.
Big dog.
Dude, you know what I like? I like bloodhounds. I'm a pit bull guy though. I've always had pit bulls, pit bull mix.
I get a saddle made for my daughter.
If you've heard the dog yelling at me because he wants attention, that's my dog. He's a pit bull mix rescue. Love pit bulls, man. They're big babies.
Oh, they are.
What do you think? He's pretty much a baby,
right?
He's
a big baby.
Yeah, he's a big baby.
He's a big baby.
Big time. Anyways, back to the movie. Yeah, dude, I just love that they've found a way to introduce this aspect of reality. Even if it's a fantasy movie, the reality in the gun world, it's been lacking for so long. I praise Taran Butler for.
I can remember as a kid growing up.
Yeah,
I can remember my dad watching movies. Now my dad was in the military; he was EOD. But I can remember watching my dad watch these movies and go, "That's fucking bullshit."
Yeah,
you don't get to spend 30 fucking rounds
on
a Beretta M92. And I keep bringing that up because that's mostly what was in movies in the 80s and 90s when I was growing up.
Yep.
The Glock was only introduced when it became a big thing.
Die Hard
gangs.
Yep.
Yeah.
Die Hard was like the first movie, and they still fucked the Glock up. They called it like a Glock 70, and it was all plastic.
Actually, it was the P80.
No. It was.
Are you sure?
I'm telling you, yes.
Because the very first Gen 1 Glock 17 was actually called a Glock P80.
Oh, you're right. Yes. But it wasn't that. They called it a Glock. Oh, they called it a Glock 7.
Oh.
And they said that it was ceramic and plastic, and it couldn't be detected by metal detectors.
I remember this. Yes.
And then on top of that,
Die Hard's one of my favorite fucking movies ever.
Oh, it's great. Best Christmas movie ever.
It's the best Christmas movie ever.
And then on top of that, the news started running articles saying that there's this pistol, this new.
Oh, the ceramic. Yes.
Yes.
I remember this.
It wouldn't go through metal, or it would make it through metal detectors because the alarms wouldn't go off. This was news in the 90s, okay, because of this. This fucking gun, listen, no, you cannot take a Glock through a metal detector.
Just because it has a polymer lower doesn't mean the rest of it's not fucking metal.
It will go off.
It will go off. Oh, Gus. Sweet boy. Anyhow.
The dog's mad.
Yeah. Big mad. We're almost there. But listen, like watching my dad scream about this has always stuck in the back of my head.
Yep.
It was always a funny thing to me. I was like, why is he yelling at these people? Like, it's a movie.
Funny story. We were watching Duck Dynasty like 2 days ago, me and my wife and my Uncle Si, right? She puts it on there.
Why you're bringing this up.
So look, Uncle Si pulls out this revolver and just starts dumping shots into the woods at a snake, right? He's like 16 shots in. And my
Deceptive editing.
Yeah, my wife's like, nuh-uh. That's bullshit.
I love that your wife.
Yeah, I know. My wife's like, that doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen. He had like 6 shots max. And I'm like, okay, look, for one, I think it's a 22 revolver. And okay,
Still only about 7, I think.
yeah, there's like 8.
Depending on the brand.
Yeah.
Like American Heritage, I think you get 7.
Let's say 7 to 10 max.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was probably like 20 shots. And she's like, still, that's not how that works. And I'm like, yeah, I know. It's good that you know, but
it's shit editing.
It is
what it is.
It is. It's
like,
people who don't know, and they
probably took him 15 minutes to reload the 22.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because most people that carry on their property like that, they're probably only carrying a 22.
Yeah, for sure.
Like,
and there's
0 times that I'm walking around on my 2.5 acres, which is not very big, but it's big enough. Carrying my 9. Right. I usually have my 22 in my back pocket.
Yeah.
Because
snakes,
rats, things like that. Yeah. That's what I have that for.
For sure.
Outside of that, like, it's just deceptive editing.
Yeah.
Like, and that's not fair.
A lot of
Hollywood
has been deceptive editing. And that's why these Netflix movies like Day Shift coming out. Awesome.
Yeah.
Prime movies like Tomorrow War.
Sure.
These movies are awesome because they have realistic firearms. They have realistic shooting.
You know what? I'm going to take it back. Mm-hmm. Maybe Taran Butler is doing something. Maybe he is changing the film culture in the sense to show reality, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt, Taran.
Yeah.
I'm going to say I don't feel like you're doing shit. I don't feel like it. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you're proving me wrong by changing the gun culture in movies to show more realistic situations where we're not firing 35 fucking rounds at one time.
Yeah.
What we're doing is we're firing 7, reloading in a Glock 43, reloading, and you're showing me the time that it takes to do said thing.
Yeah.
Which that's reality.
Exactly.
Because in a split second in self-defense,
you
can either lose your life or protect your life.
Right.
And it all depends on how quick you are.
Yeah.
The reality of it is 100% of the time you're going to miss.
Right.
There's that. I say 100%, 99.9% of the time. That 0.01%, that's the time that you actually get to save your life.
Right.
It's never, not you nor I can go out and hit a target every time.
Right.
It doesn't happen. Nope. It's just not realistic.
Right. Right.
So maybe he is changing gun culture in that sense.
Yeah.
I'll give you the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah,
I still think you're a hypocrite.
Yeah.
Because you live in a shitty fucking state and you do nothing to fix it.
After we had that talk about Taran Butler last time, I looked a little deeper into it and I was very correct in that all these things are illegal and the only people who usually get granted the permission, film industry.
Yeah.
So in California, you're pretty much fucked unless you have affiliation with the film industry, which Taran Butler has. But I will give it to you. That was well said that if the very least you can do is at least give us an accurate, realistic depiction of what it takes, then I guess it's something more than it's nothing, right?
It's
because if you've got a guy who takes a 30-round magazine and he fires off what in my head is about 200 rounds through editing, that's not realistic. And that's what takes the left. Like when you have the left.
You can show me Jamie Foxx fire off 7 rounds on his Glock 43
and reload.
And then reload. And in between that reload, get his ass pummeled by a vampire.
Right.
By the way, this is all fantasy.
Yeah.
Get his ass pummeled by a vampire.
It's still more realistic than not.
That's the reality of it, right? Like it doesn't take 0.0007 seconds for me to reload. That takes a second, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not that quick. I'm damn sure not John Wick.
No.
John Wick's had millions of years of training. Also, by the way,
he's an assassin.
Before we finish this, I got to tell you something, dude. I saw a video and I think I may have sent it to you. I may not have.
Okay.
But I know I saved it and I'm going to show it to you.
Okay.
A guy found a headstone with the name Wick on it.
No.
Listen, it says John Wick.
No.
On the headstone. Here's the best part. You ready? I'm going to leave you all with this.
Come on.
It says born 1855. And it has no death date on it.
What?
Dude. What the fuck?
No way.
Legit. Y'all have a good night.
See you guys.